Hello everyone. How are we doing? Hey Hummus. Hey Lee. Unfortunately, tomorrow's a big final. Best of luck. It's like my life is on the exams at the moment. And when I saw 7 or 8 pages, I didn't open them. I can't be emotionally executed before accessing. I totally understand. So, best of luck. And be sure to check the Discord once you read and share your thoughts, please. We love to hear them. Hey, thanks for the thanks for that description of Saturday morning, Sleepy. And welcome back to the streams. The early butterfly gets the worm. Oh wait, wasn't it the good one? You know what? The other day, I'll share it on Discord. The other day, my niece has been working on her own journal. Like she's making her own journal. She started March of this year, and it's gonna be the journal for 2026. So 2026. So she's drawing themes like for every month. And inside each month she puts like a sleep tracker and a habit tracker and mood tracker and stuff like that, goals and stuff. And she went with each month with a theme, and then she sends me, because she lives abroad, she sends me a video whenever she finishes each month. And she didn't send me the last 4 months together. She sent one video. And I was watching it, and then I told her I saved this video so I can show a bit of it to the readers. That's how I call you. I say the readers. It's faster. And I don't feel like saying my readers. It feels so... I don't know. Doesn't ring well in my... To me, I mean, in my mind. She's like... And then for November, I didn't know what to do, so I drew butterflies. And I'm like, really? Seriously? And I told her, like, White is all about the butterflies, man. And White was born in November, and White... and Grey is his anniversary is November, so... Actually reminded me I have some tahini and bread to snack on stream food coming up. Enjoy your food, Ilma. Hey, Andy. I don't mention food because I had to eat when I'm anxious, and I don't like eating in general, but especially when I'm anxious, it's just so bad, man. Hey, Anne. My eyes hurt from crying. I'm sorry. This update, man. This update, man. I managed to do this while we were chatting on Discord. I can't wait to post it on Webtoon. I'm doing well, I guess. A lot of things. Today was very busy. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well yourself. Hey, Psycho. I'm doing well, I guess. Hey, Hiba. Your readers, I don't know. It's kind of like when you say fans, it just doesn't work. And friends is too much. Friends of the series, for sure. It's just, I guess, White comes from somewhere, and I can't find proper words to describe you all. Chat is very distant. Readers it is, I guess, for now. Hey Tam. Welcome. You win, D, you'll get your essay. Wait, it's your essay, and yeah, it's a win, but still, like... You don't really have to if you don't want to send it. I don't know. I don't know how to react to that. I can't wait to read it if you do. What a heavy update. It's a lot, for sure, that's for sure. I'm still on Crow Country? No, come on, I changed that, come on. I hate it, oh my god, let's, art, please. Please. Are we on art now? We should, right? White pushing Jad away had my jaw on the floor on the first read. White? I want to hear about White. We talked a lot about Jad and yeah. This update, I don't know. I expected. I think has a lot of things, especially with rereads and time and more chapters releasing, I guess. Every Saturday we gather in a circle and try to summon a blue essay. We win with that, that's for sure. I do apologize for that. Thank you for apologizing. Oh, we're back at art. Hey, Sia. Oh. She either wants out or she wants to sit on my lap, and I don't think I can. Sorry حبيبتي. Sorry, ما في محل. She breaks my back. I can't work on the tablet properly when she sits on my lap. I hope you feel better soon, Blue. Please do rest, and if you take meds, take meds. Putting Jaz's perspective into this White... Sisi. She got tangled with... Today is just testing me. You know these reels about testing? Sisi! And now she bite me. Just a sec. Sisi. You know these reels about someone like when I don't know, when you're having a bad day or something and life is testing you or something, and like a plastic bag falls on the floor and you kneel to pick it up. You try once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6 times, and you still can't get it. That's the description of my today. My God. Anyway, putting Jad's perspective into this, White definitely looks paranoid, but at the same time, it was just a part of that long-standing Jad issue of trying to cushion White away from harm, even against his own benefit. I can only imagine how he felt when Daniel called. Oh my God. I mean, he disappeared for 2 chapters, maybe 2 days or a whole day, and acted distant with White. He was cornered long before White was cornered in this scene. Jad was like, oh my God, I have to do this. I guess I have to. For some reason, I think that false. White's whole life is that damn corner, 4 of them even. Danny right now is probably that meme of the guy excitedly opening the fridge. I don't know that meme, I should look it up. Oh, Daniel. Honestly, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was thinking that for some reason, I imagined Black told Jad that White fell while driving the bicycle or something. I can't imagine how or why. I don't know if it's that serious. It just feels like something he probably told him over breakfast or something. The therapist and he was like, oh heck yeah. Oh, the therapist and him. The flashbacks of White leaving hurt me so much, especially because you can't see his expression. This here. And I shared this panel specifically, and I mentioned on Discord that there is one word I would describe Jad with, and it is coward, actually. For the longest time I thought of that. Coward, and there's another thing that I don't think there's a label to it, but there is something that Jad keeps doing that we might talk about one day. But these are two things that come to mind outside of all the positive things, like him being a safety net, him being what he is to both Black and White. But yeah, this panel kind of like, yeah, White has his, I don't know, it's not, he thinks it's cowardness. He has this attitude that could be described as cowardice, but it doesn't come out of cowardness. So this panel kind of saddens me, and this is why I use it as teaser. Don't ask me what is the relation, but that's how my brain worked at the time. I suppose he did fall. He did fall. What do you mean? Black, oh yeah, your son fell and it's gonna, Jad's gonna lose. Because I imagine like him just holding, I don't know, it's Jad, and this is White. He probably would freak out if he put his hand on his cheek and felt all these scratches and like, I don't know what you call it, rough surface. Hand holding. He's slowly getting closer to the point where maybe he can actually take a day. Abstain? No, I mean, there is a label that I can't... There might be a word to describe the second thing I think of when I think of Jad, but we have to talk about... Because there's this thing he does, generally. And someone is gonna call it out. We can talk about it then, maybe. It's not so bad, it's not so... It's just like a kind of attitude he does. Or way of... or way of speaking, or maybe a course of action that he takes. Wyatt, it was good when you called yourself stupid, but coward, that actually is... White did call himself stupid, right? I did mention Black going with someone stupid, didn't I? Oh, Andy, by the way, because I don't like to make people just I love people theorizing and connecting things and prediction. This is, I've always talked about it. I love these things, but I don't like to throw people way off, you know, just for the fun of it. I don't really. That's not my aim. So I'll kind of narrow it down. One of the things that is related is that drawing I drew yesterday, actually. The red one. That is one of the things that are related to this update. Why give yourself more credit challenge? Not gonna happen in 2025, no. No. Daniel did tell him to give yourself and Black some credit, but he only gave Black some credit, I guess. I meant like because he totally crashed. I thought you said fall like a downplay of what happened. Oh, no. He crashed. No, that's me just not knowing which verse to use. Jad tries to justify himself a lot. You know, it's related to that. He justifies in general. Even other people. He did it with Noir when he was talking to White. In Volume 8, Chapter 59, I think. When he told him that. About Noir and how he feels towards Black and what he did. Honestly, to some extent, even when he talked to Black about White in Chapter 14, the last chapter of Volume 2, when he told him that he's gonna leave and stuff like that, Jad has this tendency to analyze things and talk about them, justify them, or give reasoning, his own reasoning, in a way that would sound objective. A lot of people do that. Most people do that, actually. Especially people who know how to say things. It's not like out of some bad place or anything. It's just people who know how to talk can easily sell you on anything and can easily sound objective when they're 100% subjective. Or not 100%, like it's their own point of view and what they saw from that person and how they interpret something. The red drawing. Yes, the red drawing. The overabundance, power of emotion. I thought of it as I was reading. Did you... I didn't open all the pages I need to use. Because I wanted to switch to one page and ask you. When you thought of it, did you think of it because of maybe this page? I mean this panel? The man avoids giving himself credit like the plague. It's too much for him. Too much. That's why you see him with the face mask on. A thought crossed my mind while reading. What if Black's ill feelings towards Jad had to do with White's attitude after he saw the envelope, but Black forgot the exact interaction? That's an interesting thought. I'm so torn with teasers because I'm on one hand so hyped about them, on the other my instinct is to go I do not see as only ever analyze canon. Yeah, definitely, for sure. I mentioned before that my mother and I watch Turkish drama together, and they kind of release 2 or 3 teasers or like trailers for the episode before it airs, and I don't always like to watch them unless I give up on a series and then like, yeah, show me what they're gonna do now. Doesn't remember the interaction but remembers the feeling. That's definitely Black. That drawing stunning. Thank you, Sleepy. That drawing actually took me like around maybe 15 minutes because it's just brush. Like I found a brush of heart-shaped balloons, and I took one of the whites I drew for the cover because I drew I think I drew between 7 and 14. They differ they differ in the amount of details they have, but I drew over 14 whites for the cover. So I have some of them that are complete, like clean sketches, not complete, like clean. You can read them. So I just copied one on a new canvas and then colored that one, added the brushes. So it took so little time, but it had all the emotion while I was working on them. I was feeling this update. I was so afraid for this update, honestly. I so anxious, and still am until more people read the update and more people read the book and all that. This scene I was too anxious for so long. For how Jad's gonna look, for White, for the end, because you know when you tease something since chapter 50, when White held that envelope and said, when I found this envelope, I threw a question there. What is this envelope? There's a DNA on there. And then it took too long to come back to it. And it's always scary when a reveal happens after so long. Like the case throughout this book, really. I still believe ice cream will always be there. I don't like to draw ice cream. I don't like to draw people eating. Come on. Hearing it out loud, I just remembered like actually hated Jad since they were kids. Yeah, I guess, you know what? I wonder if I saved the time lapse for the drawing. What's it called? iCloud art. I think it's in Doodles. What did I call it? Powerful emotions? What did I call it? Man. Is it illustration? Where did I put it? Where did I save it? God. Fragile emotion is what I called it. Let's see if there is. Oh, I didn't record time lapse. No. Oh no, I thought. Too bad. The fragile, overabundant power of emotion. Oh wait, actually I can see how long it took, maybe, without the time lapse. Where is, there's a pane that, there's information. There it is, it took 26 minutes, not 15, 26. And it's counting. It just become 27. It's counting once I open this canvas. Come on, dude. Never mind. It would take me 15 minutes just to come up with that. I already had the sketch, and it's like 26 minutes to paint an already existing sketch and then throw brushes in it. I'm gonna stay up thinking about this update for quite some days. I hope you enjoyed that. You go back there. It needed a lot of bravery from them both to get there. It was a time where they built up. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, for preparing White throughout the arc. To be open and test and listen. And then thank you, I don't know, Jad and White for being here. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Hummus. Thank you, Isra. Thank you all for the comments. White being there is a very difficult task. You know what? Let's talk about this. I was waiting for us to reach this page to talk about it. We're almost there. Let's finish this. But yeah, White being here and staying here, because I mean, White is a completely different person now. He would have just find a way out a long time ago. Thank you, Black, for no reason other than I want to. Well, Black helped Jad collect the envelopes, and he opened the door for White and acted like he didn't know anything. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But I mean, all the talk about White's real name on the envelope, and now we all know that the test happened after he was here and after he changed his name. Anyone else would have ripped the envelope open and went and talked about it on the spot, cried or laughed or whatever about it and moved on. But I mean, you're not anyone, White. That's okay. Thank you, Iya, though, for bringing White into this universe. The fit of rage was actually growth for him. I want to hear about that. I do want to hear about White's fit of rage. Even when he pushed Jad off, he still lashes out, actually spoke words and made a decision to close this page. Yeah, and it really shows what he really cares about. Why would you lie to me? It's like the answer in the envelope isn't even the problem. White is very strange, man. If you read all the discussion that happened on Discord, mainly between June and Junebug, and there was Elma shared as well, and there were comments before and after, but we talked about White in this area a lot and his need for safety. And when remember after Black beat Ty and he talked to Jad and he's like, oh, so you know Mamser? Were you in an affair or something? Like, why didn't you tell me? When Jad was talking about Noir again in chapter 59, about Noir and how much he loves Black, White's issue was like, why doesn't he tell him? So it's funny how this boy is ruled. This boy's world is ruled by words, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, man. Need for safety. Yes, his whole thing is just wanting safety. It's not happiness. It's not acceptance even. Alright, I didn't think about how the test could have been taken after. Yeah, and this is why Black didn't question anything. He just saw an envelope of a DNA test and it's like, oh my god, he doesn't have diabetes, does he? Every time White acts a little more like his age, I am so very happy. And this time he's not angry because he's fighting with Black. He's not angry with Jad because Jad interfered with Black. Remember back in volume 3 when Black was in the hospital and White lashed out about Jad interfering, stuff like that. No, he's really angry for himself. It was a fun to place my bets on White's real name as it lasted. Yeah, I still remember, what was it, Oliver? I enjoy these things for sure, and I'm very thankful that you actually go all out. Everyone go all out and share anything and everything. It's fun. I don't like anyone to be held back by feeling like, oh, this is stupid to say, or oh, this is too much, or I'm thinking, or I'm gonna be wrong, or I'm gonna be right, or whatever. Nobody hates being right, but you know what I mean. You can be immature and imperfect, White. It's okay. What if his real name was Ea Jr.? What is this? Oh my god. You have a test you're supposed to study, but you're adding flavor. A new flavor to the chat. You lied. Hey now, I just didn't say the whole truth. White sees his reflection suddenly. He probably knows it. He probably sees his reflection. That's the thing, like, this is the difference between, like, White does bad things and he does his own mistakes. He has his own brand of mistakes, but he's always self-aware that, like, what I'm doing is wrong, or I'm hurting people, or I really do suck, don't I? But yeah, best of luck with your exam. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. He's always trying to be composed and act like a perfect prince, but even though it was out of pocket, he allowed himself to actually feel and yell and talk, explain himself. Yeah. And this wolf of words, like Anne put it, just came out. Speaking of the wolf of words, can we see the wolf in this? Half page? Hey Anorika, welcome. I hope you've read the update or you're being spoiled. And if you read the update, please, I want to hear your thoughts. If this doesn't motivate me to write my Rita White fic, then nothing. Rita White fic? Rita White fic? Oh my god, that's ambitious and I'm looking forward to that. The Deltarune OST, oh my god, sure, oh my god. It's... What's the name of that title? Something Girl or what? Lost Girl? Oh my god, that track just... What a great breakdown, White. Refreshing? Oh, you read the last update. I tried doing the DNA test for diabetes and I couldn't understand. It's probably if he has the gene for diabetes or not. I definitely looked it up at the time, but I don't really go that deep into scientific research. Hence all the ambiguity. I'm too bad with numbers and ages and dates. That's why ambiguous writing. Again. We can see and it hurts. Glad to hear that. I just needed to. Gush about Lost Girl. Let me find... Oh, I don't have it on this computer. There is this track. Let me maybe find it on YouTube. The Lost Girl remix. I'll play it later because I do need to finish 8 pages of formatting. But Lost Girl is such a track, man. It's... It has this feeling, and I honestly, to be honest, I'm not that connected in Deltarune. I'm not that connected with the whole Des, Noelle, Lost Girl, all that kind of thing. I'm not connected to that whole side of the story because I'm too busy loving Chris and Susie. And Toby Fox. But I am looking forward to it. Because Asgore is invested in that part of the story, and Asgore is Jad to me. I don't know why. I had to throw that out there. Anyway, back to greyis. I'm currently going to chapter 4 again. I can only play with... Oh yeah, we're talking about Deltarune. Oh my god, the first... We're going back to greyis. First message I read is about Deltarune. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. It is the best chapter. Is White's eye with a pupil, or is it just a line? No, it's just... No, that's not a pupil. It's just broken stuff. This breakdown did feel really good. We need a nice, good, life-changing cry. I'm so satisfied artistically. It delivered all the... Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because, again, this was very, very, very... I had so many thoughts, and I had to arrange and rearrange the text. Like, this part of... Where is it? This part of... Not this. It's somewhere here. No. This part. Oh my god, this part drove me crazy. Where is the... Because I don't want people to read from here to here. Where is the text that was here? I already broke it when I reformatted, but there's text on the ground and then this L-shaped part, and I didn't want anyone to read this and go down here. Or like reach here and start from here, maybe. So yeah, I had to think a lot about the layout. I like it as a pupil, though. It's you're free to see it as it is, honestly. It was just my answer, but yeah. One thing I thought of, though, is how this is probably in the 90s. You aren't seeing DNA test advertising every day online. It must have cost... Yes, that's the thing. And yeah, again, why it's sticking to it, committing to this whole thing is just applaud-worthy. Like, he should be... He should get a standing ovation or something, because... He couldn't say it, but he still asked. He tried to find a way to ask. Like, it was too advanced. Here's what he said. Like, it was too advanced of a thing. To find a place to do the test, to have the money to do it. My heart melted when I saw Jevi getting comfortable sitting in between your arms as you were typing volume 11. Oh, yeah. Yesterday was very tough for me with Jevi, because he was... really messy, and I had to clean him more than once. He got diarrhea, and yeah, that always stresses him. But it was nice to end on a nice note by the end of the night. I was writing Violet, for those who are interested. And then I wrote a little bit about some of I don't know if I want to say that. Do I want to say that? I'm mostly only listening and reading because, sorry, I don't think I can say much. I'll just immerse myself in all of this in silence. Enjoy it, and thanks a lot for being here and listening. Baiting us? No, as I said, I really am. I need to practice self-control in this stream, because I mentioned it last stream. Greyis is just like the how do I put it? The slow-paced unreveal and aftermath and all that. So, okay, I just said it, so I'll say it. I was writing about Violet, and I read a little bit about some of the aftermath of how this book ends. Oh my god, I keep losing my mouse. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Violet sweep? You know what? Funny you use that word because I actually did mention sweeping things under the rug while writing Violet, so that's very interesting. Oh no. Me and my friend who I got to read greyis also wants to see more of her. Please, I need this. Yeah, I am writing volume 11 and I'm writing Violet, so she's definitely there. You are reading reading clippings and you're scared of that. Why? Because of all the fan service and how bad it's gonna make me look? Yes. Same. A white violet hug to heal from this? I wrote, but it's not because it's in volume 11. Maybe there is in volume 11, but I'm just throwing out notes, so nothing is final. But I did write stuff about White and Rita. That's for you, Andy. Danny Black meeting, I scream as they drag me back to my cell. Get out of the cell. Get out of the cell. But Danny Black meeting is written since 2021 or 25, I don't remember now. I want this boy with the mama. Chad? Dated Black. Drag is no longer mama. He said he dated Black. I don't know, you all encourage this behavior, I don't know. You all make me cook is... Now let's try to... How about... No, wait. How about I... make this... Why is it only... Ah, I see. Wait, I'll check chat. Just give me a sec to fix this thing. I suddenly don't know how to... Wait, what happened? Okay, I filled it up. Now let's merge. And now I want to try... There. Oh no. Don't show ruler. Let's go. That's what I want. Okay. And it needs to happen. If not in main story, then clippings. If not clippings, then I'll do the requested. What did I miss? White and Rita, or Black and Daniel, or Black being White's mother? What's happening? I missed something because I was lost between layers and stuff. I believe Daniel can fulfill the role for us. He's close to it anyway. Black and Daniel, okay. Daniel and Rita meet up. I mean, Rita is a vet and Daniel has a cat. And Jad has a dog, so at some point it might happen. Now, sometimes I think of things to entertain myself and then I forget to write them down, and then they don't make any sense down the line, so I forget about them. But I did think of Rita going to Daniel for like an actual session at some point. But it was way back when I was writing, way back. That is just not any part of the timeline right now. But Black being White's mother, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, here is how. Yeah. Black mentioning clean sheets that smell nice. I sound very random, but you might want to remember that for volume 11. That sounds like very motherly behavior, stuff like that, right? Daniel and Evil Black. My god. Daniel would love to just dig into Black's brain about all the things he sees. Daniel kept working as a therapist because he found the most interesting patient in White. I wonder how he feels, how he would feel about Black. You talked about how it takes a special kind of person for you to think they should get a rabbit, but do you think any of the greyis cast would be good at it? Rita for sure. There is a scene I wrote about Rita leaving a rabbit with Black. That rabbit is gonna be Jevi if Jevi doesn't die, because if he dies before I reach that scene, I don't know how I'll feel about drawing Jevi in story after dying. But who would be... should get a rabbit, a pet rabbit? I think Issa could, even though he's busy with his work, but generally he could be a good candidate to be a pet rabbit owner. Black and Danny meet up like, hey, it's you. What's that notebook? Don't mind it, please sit down. Black meeting Daniel, knowing he is Daniel, is gonna be so... he'd be such a fanboy, I don't know. Did you already explain as to why you picked those panels of this update to be last Saturday's teaser? Oh my god. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Oh my god, why do I do this? Psycho, you're too good. What were the teasers? Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to paint the picture of... First, I wanted to highlight the coward with White's accepting eye, like him being shocked and then accepting. And then Jad saying that he will always rely on logic over emotion, to paint a picture of nothing is gonna really happen. White's gonna be White. He'll find his way out, and we won't get anything. I think that's what I was thinking. The eye looked really Daniel to me. White would be white until he's not. You get a lot. Yeah. I get why you refused to talk to me for 2 years. I assumed it was because of shame of what happened. But that's exactly what happened. Like, from the teasers, you should have thought that it's White gonna be white, not gonna do anything. But he wasn't white. He lashed out. He unreleased the wolf. Also, Ilma, I like that you mentioned this is a very intimate page, because yeah, it is. Does this work like this? Let me move this. Well, this is why we have the Discord and these streams, because that was my problem. For the longest time, I would finish chapters and my friends, Lucy or Amy, like there are certain friends who would read the chapter as when I finish it, and I would be like over all the feelings, so I would only have jokes, and they would be like breaking because of what's happening, and I would just throw a joke. That would be my reaction. But now it's way better. We can all feel together, and then after all settles down, we have the Discord. You can come back tomorrow with all the jokes, or on stream like I joked last Saturday about not being like all the other girls. I feel like I can't take this chapter on its own. I need to get the book in my hands and put little notes in it. I need to look up a video I saved off my security camera in my room. It sounds security, but it's a bunny camera. That's what it is. And when I was writing in, I think it was September 2023, when I was writing this book, starting to write this book, I was talking to myself, because I do talk to myself out loud, and after I'm done talking for 20 minutes, I remembered like, oh my god, I need this recorded or something, and I took the video off the camera. But I was wondering what kind of things I want to address in this book. And there were more things that are going to be tackled with White, but there are some things that are too soon to be tackled, but this issue had to be out of the way. And when chapter 73, Jad asked the question, there was the conscious decision that, yes, we have to close the door on this issue in this book. I'm not going to drag it to volume 11. The half of the page where Jad calls White his son and reassures him again and again was the most intimate for me. It genuinely shook me. Are we going to talk about this? I'm not going to finish formatting because I can't wait to reach this page, man. These 2 pages mean a lot to me. White means a lot to me here. Just release me from these shackles that you never wanted. This line, I don't think we've talked about it. We all cry and then we giggle. 100%. That's the experience. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of hugs in the manga have an air of distance or abstaining in them. And this was full, not forceful, but whole. Thank you for sharing that. That very descriptive. I like it. I don't mean to be annoying by projecting, but in Arabic, people may compliment a man by saying he is a wolf, as they are seen to be brave and strong. I had an uncle, may he rest in peace, that was his name, Deeb. The first time Jad touched his face reminded me of the habit White has to leave a little hair, even when his bangs are up. Down, even when his bangs are up. It really works both, as him seeing White, him making White see. He opens those curtains either way. He's bridging the gap, and then White breaks the wall. Yes, I love that. Thanks a lot for sharing, Elma. This is very beautiful. I screamed over those pages that you never wanted. It's like back in chapter 36 when when he was talking to Aisha, his mother, and he's like, I don't know if White remembers, but his mother used to say such and such, and it's like, what do you mean? Of course he remembers. And we all know how strongly he remembers stuff, so of course he remembers Jad saying that he didn't want shackles. He stood by the door thinking what the word means. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't know, I might need to write my own essay on this. Yes, please do. I'll double win with Blue's essay and yours. There was no way out of this. Like, there was no way I could write this scene out of... I can get out of this scene without someone losing points. And I always knew that it's gonna happen. Jad's gonna have to come clean to the readers. Because I knew in the end, even if White forgives him, even if White doesn't see he did anything wrong and just keeps focusing on the fact that he is the one that was angry at Jad without opening the envelope, and he's the one at fault here, I know that the relationship isn't just between Jad and White, it's a relationship between Jad and the readers as well. No, wait. I need to make it smaller. Yes. And then move this. Burden. You all broke my heart with that discussion about White. Just... oh my god, that hurt me. That really hurt me. There's a few points where Jad's line fade out, and I wonder what we missed in the middle of White breaking down. Like he doesn't continue what he's saying, Jad? I love this track, man. I love Deltarune. Don't save. Let's go to this page at long last. This page. This page. Come on. Yep, like just before White opens the envelope. Oh, yeah. How do we even format this? Am I gonna end this today? Am I end this? Am I gonna finish this formatting? I doubt it, man. It's too hard. Okay, let's start with this angry boy. I wonder if we can say, do we think White hates him? You know what? You know, for those who have Instagram, the track that I played, that I put with that red drawing with the balloons, it's part of a soundtrack from Run with the Wind. And I do think quite a bit about these tracks I choose. And I kind of chose the part of the track that kind of sounds like surrender. Because White's acceptance hurts me. Acceptance is something that should be the ultimate goal for anyone, and the thing that we tell people to do, like just accept it or stuff like that. And White does it in the most heartbreaking way. It just drives me crazy. The "it is what it is" mentality of his is just no. He bares his teeth and snap, but still didn't really bite down. Something stopped him, maybe? Maybe something stopped him? White's silhouette looks so haunting there, like something out of a horror game. Yes, that's very intentional. This is the most emotion White has shown in so long. For himself, yes. It was disgust and then anger. Last update was disgust, and this update was pure anger, rage. And it's all for, like, again, this is the thing, like, all his questions circled around the idea of him, did you want me? And then all his anger was, why would you lie to me? It's just, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, I swear. I'm sorry, Anne. Growth doesn't always come from acceptance. Neither does it come from asking for... Aww. You both just out there to kill me. I see it. This is gonna fill up a whole phone screen. Isn't it? It's gonna be beautiful. He's always resigned to his face. It really resonated with me, especially with what Daniel said. I don't know if it's out of fear or laziness. You just don't want to put up a fight. Oh, why did you bring that up? Oh my god. Oh my god. Now my heart. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. I broke all of you, so go ahead. Do break me. White does it already, but I mean... So we're done with this. Why would you lie to me? But seriously, if you are interested, because I did like, I was thinking that I should go over that discussion we had about White and his goal for safety, or his drive is just safety. I thought that I want to go back to that discussion and just rewrite what I wrote, what I shared in a blog post, because I do think it's something that should be discussed and out there for the readers to read as well. Okay, I wonder how... So this wolf, I wonder how much of the wolf I've added. I think that's it, I ended it here. Oh, okay, never mind. The Webtoon equivalent of a full spread, and it's White being angry, showing emotion. I guess we won. And it's like, it's okay, I get it. These lines, this whole page just... The more you read it, the more it shows you new things. Like, it's okay, I get it. Seriously? Like, I get it. You have every right to have proper evidence. Like, yeah. Logically, of course, a father should want to have a proof, but you don't have to excuse it, man. You don't have to be that way. Oh my god, it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. I wonder how many people lurking aren't reading the story and just like, what's up with this? What's up with this person who writes a story? Safety for himself or everyone else? No, we were talking about what drives White, because what he does doesn't make sense. Sometimes. Like, him putting up all this effort to impress, not to impress, but like to give people what they want, society, Whisperville, being a grown-up in work, but then he doesn't approve of the reader's praise. He doesn't approve of... And I was just going over the whole idea of how there are certain things, certain traits that some people do that could label them a certain way. Like, you could see White... It's a big topic. I really need to go back. I really need to go back to that discussion and write it properly, because there are many branches to this discussion about White. But it's just like him. Not that he wants it, needs it, know it. It's just what he does and what drives him is wanting to feel safe. And this is why he stayed with Black, even though Black keeps forgetting him. He goes back there because he knows how to navigate that. It's safe. It's a safe space. And even now, when he says like, why would you lie to me? I get it. Like, there is a DNA test that is marked after I moved in here, and you told me that you didn't question it. Why are you lying? Because to him, a person lying like that isn't safe. You know? Sharing my favorite moment from this update, Jad's hands on White's face, more so because of White's reaction. Tell me more, because it is a very interesting... White had a very interesting reaction. He was just completely like... I still have some questions, sir. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask them. Also, I think it's interesting that White completely changes his wording at the end there. From, I hate that you, to just release me from... all his... There are a lot of thoughts that are just spiraling inside of him. One after another. No, let's go like this and this. Okay, let's leave why would you lie to me alone. I have so much I'd like to say to White. When I'm thinking of White during my own rereads, I'm always thinking of justification. In what way, justification? I might need to find the discussion. I could link it, or we can, if we finish the formatting tonight at any moment, we can go over it together, because I still think, because I talked before about White many times, and I pinned them to go back to them and write a proper blog post, but I never did. But this one, I feel like it would be interesting to share, because again, and I mentioned in that discussion how that applies to meat in a certain way. I'm not like White in this area, but in general, I have these I have this set of attitude, or this way of interacting with the world, that people can see me and label me as a people pleaser. Now, I don't have a problem with the idea of people pleasing, but I have an idea with the drive, because a lot of people conclude people pleaser means wanting a certain thing. People pleasers want certain thing. And the drive is different for a certain role or certain thing that you do, or a certain thing that you are. And for White, his drive can be a lot of things, can be interpreted or seen as a lot of things. He could be seen like he wants to be loved, he wants to be accepted, he wants to be adored, but he doesn't. He genuinely doesn't, and you can see it when people start compliment him. He doesn't like it. When he got all these fan mails, he wasn't comfortable, because in the end he's not. I was talking with Junebug, because June mentioned before. They mentioned that. I don't remember when, but they said that White isn't narcissistic, but he does give these like traits that could be seen like that. I appreciated that, because he does. You could say that he likes control, he manipulates words, he kinds of acts in a certain way that could be seen like that, but he doesn't want adoration, he doesn't want idealization. He enjoys when people tell him that he's cool, people who he likes. But in the end, what he wants is to feel safe. And it's something like I mentioned that it's something that happened even before the orphanages, even before all the moving, even before his mother left him. His childhood with his mother, the 4 or 5 years, weren't stable. So all he's looking for is stability, to the point that at the same time he's afraid of that, of like finding that stability, to the point that he feeds and keeps food for all the guardian cats, but he doesn't keep a cat. Why doesn't he keep a cat? He has a house now. Why doesn't he keep a cat? Get a pet cat and just like live with it. Why? Why is it so hard? I have to catch up with chat. It's a long discussion. I need to finish these and maybe we can go over that one. Of him saying it's okay, I get it, you have every right. He just keeps justifying everything. Yeah. Because he needed to find answers on his own when he wasn't given any. So he probably thought of everything, like, if he's my father, if he's not my father, if he's father and they didn't tell me, if he's not my father and he didn't tell me, if he's my father and they didn't tell me, why didn't he tell me? He found all the answers. Of course he'd have control issues after being, for sure. Because, I mean, even with emotions, to the point that emotions were like, he was self-sufficient with I'm gonna be hurt. I got really tired that time. After that discussion, I really got tired because it was very heavy, and then I had a lot of problems with network problems with and technology problems, because I was working on that while chatting about white. So it was such a complicated day, I guess. People who put others before themselves, doing it out of need of sense of control. People pleasing is often inherently selfish, and selfish doesn't mean bad, it just means unmet needs a lot of the time. But people pleasing isn't selfless. It's not selfless. It's not just that. I mean, I want to please people. I genuinely do. I genuinely want to make people's lives easy. But I don't want anything back. I genuinely don't want anything back. I don't do it to be... I don't do it to be loved or thanked, or I don't know. It's something that was in me since I was born, that I want to make other people's lives easy. Give them something good. White, for example, a lot of the things that he does, it looks like, oh, he wants to be accepted by society. But if you really look at White, he doesn't really care about acceptance in the end. He hates rejection. He definitely hates rejection. Like, when he feels like someone rejects him, he's like, why? But he doesn't want acceptance. This is why, like, when you read that discussion, and the more White shows more of himself, the more we see from White, and White's maybe past more from his past, you're gonna start to understand why Daniel thinks he's a very interesting patient. I feel like he's always trying to justify action, like justifying Jad's action for himself. In his mind, he tries to justify why Aya would have abandoned him. It probably has to do with Whisperville, and then the DNA test. Even without him opening it, he used as a justification for himself leaving. That's very interesting. I like that. This was one good discussion. I was glad to hear that, because I was writing things and I was like, I hope everyone who is interested in White read this. It looks like a lot, but it's really paints a good picture of White, because White is easily misunderstood. And he's been misunderstood in a lot of ways throughout the years. That turns into a gold discussion by... I'm tired. I didn't think it close me. I hope it's gold. Thank you. I want to yell at White so much sometimes. Yeah. I feel that. I want to yell at him so much. This was a bit of a mess of a discussion on my part. I'll have to think more and organize it later when I'm not so tired. What you shared makes absolute sense, Shiro, because yes, because in the end, he needs to understand things. He needs knowledge. Wait, I was thinking of something today. Oh wait, yeah, I was writing something about. Funny enough, I was writing something in my head. I didn't document it yet. I was making coffee, maybe. I don't remember. But I was writing this discussion, this conversation between White and someone else, and they mentioned Jad and his way of talking and how he breaks down things from his point of view in a very romantic way, or like he kind of. He's a storyteller. He sees things in a story lens, in a way. And this person tells White, I hope you're not like your father with this. And he's like, no, I do need the facts. I do need the real facts, real life facts about someone. So White needs things to make sense as a brain person. And that's why when you don't give him an answer, he will justify it. He will find the answer himself and just take it as it is. He doesn't hold on to it or tell it to someone else as the fact. But to himself, it's like, this is good enough, you know? Okay, I can leave this now. Put it on the side. It has an answer. Makes sense. The guy who changed his name to another can't handle. Yeah, yeah. We were talking about that as well. Like the discussion had a lot of how, like, then why does White does what he does if he doesn't want acceptance? And it's like, it's an easy roadmap. Like a lot of people just go to college, from college to work, from work to marriage, from marriage to kids, because it's an easy path. It's like the catalog for everything. It's the system. And for White, the thing that is causing the problem for White, because a lot of people go with that system without any problem. With White, he is not like that. He is a rebel. He has this burning fire within him. He has this fighting spirit, it's a shonen spirit within him. And this is why I talked about how when you leave him with someone that he cares for, like Black, like someone not out of care, but like with Iya, someone he has emotions for. As a kid, he had emotions for her. He did bring out this other self where he's rebellious, where he's trying to get a reaction from her, or dragging Black from, because if White was just the person who was playing by the rules, he would see a kid wanting to jump off the building, he would go up the building, hold his hand, and go downstairs. But what did White do? He dragged him and jumped into the river. So he has this thing that he's not allowing to just go out, because it's just easier to play by the rules of society. So he's tailing because what he's doing isn't aligning with who he is really. White's whole thing is being misunderstood. Yeah, because everything that you see from him, it's kind of like, even like greyis in general, if you see it, there are two male characters, one Black, one White, and slice of life and stuff like you can always, there are a lot of cliches around this story that could on the surface look like a certain thing when it's not. And this is White. It has to do with his logic always winning. Yes, because he needs to survive. I mean, I guess, I don't know. He needs to move, not move forward, but like keep on living without doing anything. But I feel like reasoning a more objective truth when I feel like White is more trying to justify his own reality instead of what is actually true. Yes, again, because nobody gave him answers. There was no concrete ground for him to start from. The ground under him was always shaky. Until Black, honestly. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I aspire to be like him. Like how? In what way? Yes, Elma, in what way? I'm just gonna leave this on the fan art on Discord, and if you want to see I mean, you don't... of course I'm gonna see it. I'll definitely see it. Oh my god, what did you cook, Psycho? Honestly, I'm too afraid to open my OneNote app to show you my notes for this, but one of the visuals I had was like this wolf isn't broken apart here in the next panel, but like, I don't have my webcam, but like there are, and it's not chains, but like there are some, not ropes, maybe ribbon-like things that just go and hold him down. Was my first visual for this. See, but then I can't even get fully mad at Jad because White, until this point where he was forced into play, just took that justification, the reasoning, and ran with it without letting him explain myself. And this is why White ended up apologizing to Jad, because like, oh no, I was. They both have this, made this wrong thing, but White is the only one who is seeing it clearly. Jad too, he said it to himself. How they both assumed things and didn't talk about them, which led to this. To see a kid that wants to jump off the building and to jump into a lake with him instead, or to jump off the bed when you're sick, White just sets his mind up to something and he doesn't drop it until he does something. Yes, 100%. This is the thing that White needs to find again in himself. The way he waited for Jad, the way he is like, hey, this is my father, he's gonna come and get me. This belief, this extreme, this intensity, we talked about that as well in the discussion. How intense White is. Just release me from these shackles that you never wanted. This. Thanks for the follow. His intensity is what made him have this conversation too. He just couldn't drop it. Yeah. He made his choice by the end of chapter 77. When he was driving, I remember I shared, remember these 2 pages of him just driving when Daniel called Jad and asked if White is your biological son. White was just thinking that I'm gonna pull the plug on everything. Like if it goes down, let it go down and stuff like that. I don't remember the exact wording, but I remember taking a photo of that and sharing it on Twitter, maybe on Discord. I don't remember, but like, does self-destruction, like when self-destruction is inspiring or something? But this is how I felt, because he knew that he needs to have this talk with Jad, and he was ready to lose everything. Oh, music is cooking. He was ready to lose everything. He came in like, yes, whatever it is, let's just rip the band-aid. And I love seeing him like that. I love writing him like that. He's stubborn, but I admire him for it. It's better than the alternative. It's way better than him just accepting the facts, jumping from realization to acceptance, as he put it. Why just screamed for confirmation? Like, I just need something, please. This is driving me crazy. Yes, Tam. Yes, this is exactly. Ugh, I need to turn this on back again because. I don't know. It just. Now I need to take White on his own first. Where is White? There's White. Oh my god, I already have White on his own. I love myself sometimes. And it helped that this whole book just tired White to the point where he's like, like this is gonna. I think Blue last stream mentioned the aftermath, because this is a thing I hope greyis readers never forget, that like things are gonna take their time. Nothing's gonna just jump from point A to point B swiftly. Some things will, for sure, but a big moment like this isn't gonna just end. We do need the aftermath and all that, and But yeah, all the exhaustion that all the things that he faced throughout this book is kind of what led him to just pull out this stubborn, intense part of himself. That constructive self-destruction caption makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad that you saw it then, because I have a private commentary channel on Discord. I have my notes app, my OneNote app. I have Twitter and Instagram and Discord. I talk to myself out loud, so I often forget where I read that, if I wrote that. I think I got that sentence differently now. Did White mean that if he's not Jad's son, he'll be... I first thought he meant the idea of pretending to him. Listen, Elma, I might want to go back and read the end of chapter 77, when White was talking to Daniel and he asked him about this example of Black realizing that his family aren't his family. White is a very strange man. I feel it too, Jad. I would be crying if White yells at me. Black would agree as well. Black thinks White has a very scary shouting voice. The fact that greyis portrays the process of hard discussion and the aftermath will forever be my favorite. Thank you, Andy. We've been given homework. I can't wait until the volume 10 cover comes out and the kindergarten gets to learn the color red. I don't know if it's red. I finished lining it. I'm gonna start... I need to throw in all the flats and then I'll start coloring it. I do want red in it. But yeah. How about we play bingo while I'm starting to format? Can we talk about... Yeah, we can talk about green. Forget about the game. We can talk about green. To read greyis with Danny no less. Ah, Danny. Danny probably, like if you didn't figure it out, Danny's definitely gonna bring it up. Daniel can't wait to meet White. Daniel can't wait for the next session. He's like, please. Can Wednesday come fat? You know what? I was thinking today of the days. So White had this session with Daniel when he told him about reality testing on a Wednesday. Their sessions are on a Wednesday. The following day was Thursday when the hug happened. So we are on a Friday. Right? Did I do that right? I actually imagined his voice shouting the lines from this page, and oh boy, was it a lot. I guess I did the lettering and the speech bubbles right then. Thanks a lot for coming, Shro. Enjoy your nap. I love naps. It was nice to talk to you and scream with everyone about the update. I was so happy to see you screaming about it. You launched the discussion on this update. Yes, green. What's green? Green? How do I make a bingo in Twitch chat? Wait, I got this. Danny's gonna text white at this rate. Oh, we have days. You know what? Yes, we do have. Why was I thinking of days? Oh well, why was I thinking of days? Oof, I wonder. Oh, thank you, Andy. Thank you. A, B, C, D. What? With the amount of things on the volume 10 cover, it feels like kids' playroom with items. Kid white? We can play a bingo. We can like play a game, and I can list them. At the same time, we can talk about what's up with green. Why is everyone talking about green? I don't get it. I'm really interested. Oh, I almost forgot white. Come on. Where's white? Most important thing here. This is the most important panel. I was gonna forget it. The overabundance of emotion. I'm just vouching for all the symbolism ever. This is what I was trying to do. What kind of symbolism you think Volume 10's cover is gonna have? If you didn't read my thoughts on the Hype X posts on channel on Discord, I talked a little bit about this volume because when I started this volume, I had to go back to the D that started writing this book. I needed to write a drawing, and I need to draw a drawing that raises curiosity in new readers, people who read by the book, but also that has a lot of things hidden in plain sight. So people who read chapter by chapter, read the whole book, they're gonna see the cover and they're gonna take it apart. Like, oh my god, I know what this means. I know what this means. Oh, it got forgotten once again. We don't get the green either. I just remembered you saying that Amir is green, so I've been waiting. Oh, Amir wants green, but there was a doodle I drew of Jad and Inad and Amir fighting over green. What other characters I shared, or what other characters you see as colors in the story other than Violet and Noir? The cracks are coincidentally the places Jad touched. Middle of the head, right shoulder, and left side of face. Oh no. Rita is purple? That's interesting. I do have a color for Rita. No reasons, just colors. Desaturated red. I do see Rita as red. Not desaturated, but red. Black? Jad is brown to me. He is brown, right? He is brown. Oh my god. Wasim? And black, of course. Black meets Danny. White goes bald from stress. Sasha blows everyone up. White eats food, ice cream. I have to find these. I was thinking of a bingo card for the volume 10 cover, but volume 11, White going bald. I mean, listen, that is the real identity crisis. He loves his hair, and he loves, at least not loves, but like he has confidence in his hair and his looks. So please don't take that away from him. Black is orange and white is blue to me. What about... White is blue, can't confirm. What about Daniel? Black is orange. Black is kiwi, is bright neon green, no? Mother White, like, I have one thing going on for me in this life. There are two things. What did I say? I said that there are two things that he's sure of. He doesn't have any self-worth outside of his looks and his brains, like his ability to remember things and find words and memorize things. The two things he relies on are things that he's got going for him. Daniel is also blue. White is light blue. And Daniel is dark blue. Oh my god. Danny is grey, dark blue at max. Kiwi black, I like that very much. Danny is the blue used for the website header. For the website header. I always felt Danny is blue because I don't know what, I always go to blue colors when I color him. Okay, let's see if these... Okay, let's first... do this. When he was on the header? Oh yeah, the one with the envelope? Yeah, that's the blue. Yes, yes. Boy went back to alphabet. N-O-P-H-I-J-K-L-M-N. And there are letters here as well. This pattern has letters, not this one here. I keep trying to think of Larissa's color, but my mind just goes to Sophie. Come on, Larissa's pink. Black said it. Bum bum bum. Oh no, I don't want the text with them. Wait. Where's the text? Go up. Go up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we merge. Sophie's yellow. I wish to change Sophie's name. So if you like Sophie's name, tell me that you like it so I can have motivation to keep it. I'm not gonna change it now, but I mean... Red. Okay, let's see. Red, crumpled paper, glass symbols, orca, butterfly, kite, wolf, white's uneaten dinners, lion plushie. My god. You got... Red is possible. Crumbled paper, for sure. Butterfly, for sure. Glass symbolism is... Glass symbols is... Debatable. Negotiable. Crying bread? What's that? I have photos of my hand opening an envelope. There was even one of the pictures I shared on Instagram, or maybe a story I shared on Instagram, had an envelope open in the background, and I obsessed about the idea that, oh my god, people are gonna figure out that they're gonna open the envelope. Because I did need reference for how to open an envelope urgently. So okay, wait. Mouths, fireflies, mouths. No. Fireflies, no. Brick walls, no. Envelope, yes, too. Because we don't want people who didn't read the book. Because if you remember, chapter 73, when Jad asked the question, it came out of nowhere. So I had to eliminate any signs that would make a person who hasn't read recap at all online I had to eliminate any signs that would make such person think that, oh, we're gonna be tackling the envelope thing. No, not on my watch. So we have 2 envelopes. But they're kind of hidden. They're hidden in places that wouldn't make you think they are related to the envelope. Because I'm a jittery reader, I almost thought he tore the envelope. That works as well, honestly. Okay, let's try to add the text. How many pages we have? 4 left? Oh no. Okay, so let's you know what? Let's do this. Add text cover. What did we say? Not that big, man. Crumbled paper. Where are we gonna put them? Here. Crumbled paper. Butterflies. What else did we say? Glass. Symbolism. Debatable. And what else? Envelope. How do envelope? Lope. You could have split this update into 2, and I'm so glad you didn't. I could end it here. Well, I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that you're glad I didn't. Forget-me-not and hyacinth. Oh, now we know. Speaking of hyacinths, now we know. This will not work. Now we know The chapter cover and what it means. White is holding the same flowers, paper flowers, that Black was holding on volume 9, the cover where he asked for forgiveness. Forget-me-nots and hyacinths? No. Notebook, Jeep, rear view mirror? No. Gun? No. Notebook? There was a notebook, actually. There is a notebook. There is a notebook. Notebook? Spirals! There are spirals. I hope. Like, spirals is the first thing I put on the canvas, but there are things that I'm not sure until I finish the colors. Danny for sure. Cardboard cutout. Listen. Cardboard cutout implied. Prince Crown? Prince Crown? Could be implied, but I'm not gonna put it, no. Prince White? Did anybody... Prince White? Kid White? Kid White... For those who have good eyes or good memory, I think everyone will see it, maybe. Oh my god, what is this? Lighthouse and sailor. Do we have stroke? Outline. There. That's what we need. Drop shadow. I don't know if it makes any sense. Wait, Prince White. Lotus flowers. Now here's the thing. I did add lotus flowers. Lotus flowers were added to be determined. Because I do have the front flap of the dust jacket empty right now. Oh my god, I'm not gonna finish. I thought that this game is gonna be so hard I'll have to finish some stuff before you guess some of these, but no, you're all so good. Moon. Black hole, no. Smoke. King? Tree, cars. I thought of tree. Cars. Car related? What is this cover, huh? Danny smoking. For sure. The entirety of space and the universe? No. Door. Whiteboard. Do better. There's one word there that is kind of in the cover from what you said, Blue. Door. Door. Yeah, door. Yeah, door. Care? No. There is no care, but board. Implied. Exit sign. Rear view mirror, no. Do we have... Okay, but how about, like, is it black? Is it white on the cover? What do you think? Hopefully. I feel like you're playing Wordle. How did you not go insane? There's so much. I genuinely don't know. I feel like I'm gonna start insane when I start coloring. I hope not. I'm kind of optimistic. But I genuinely don't know how I fit all these things. Black better be there. But if we got Danny, then we get white. Danny smoking and white have to be there. Hopefully both. Both of who? Both black and white? There are 3 people on the cover. And if you have strong eyes or good memory, next to Kid White, we have 3 people on the cover. Danny isn't one of them. Actually, no, sorry, we have 4 people on the cover. Oh, how did I forget that one? Interesting. Right, you are my son. This is messy. Kid White, Jad. Jad is there, but not in the cover, no. You miss Danny? I do miss Danny. The unsung hero. The hero of this book. He had to be on the cover. Black, White, Larissa, Jad? No. If Iya's shadow is there... There is a shadow there. Not Iya's. There is a shadow. What did we say? Shadow? Good one. Yaldar? Yaldar, no. Fire? Who said fire? Tam? Fire. Fire. No. Irina? No. Kid White, Kid Black, and their adult versions. This is my input. Oh, and the... I wish he pat my head. Would he do it? Not if you're a patient. Would he do it in general? Oh, Danny. If you're a cat, yeah. Ice cream? I'm very sorry. Let's just make this good eyes. Or good memory. That's enough. Just a picture of ice cream. White can't get a cat because then he really will turn into a Danny. Danny refuses for White to be him, to be like him, because he knows he's not like him. Okay, there is still text here. These 3. Why do they talk too much? Why? This is the track, man. I needed to do the test. Right, I had to put... Oh yeah, what else did I say here is the crack starts from around the neck, the throat, and then we have all these letters and he's back to the alphabet, and then the alphabet and the text are just mostly on in his head, around his chest, and his mouth is covered. Boy is speechless, man. I needed... Ugh, okay, this. Let's try to put them. I needed to do the test today. Think of the Shadow Evil Black, maybe? You unlocked it. Shadow Evil Black. I want Dad to give both black and white ice cream. Take them out, why not? Oh yeah, do rest, Blue. Thanks a lot for hanging for so long when you're sick. I really appreciate it. I don't think I'll show any teasers for next update, no. Is there a cap in the cover? There is. The recap. Yeah, that would be fun actually, Sleepy. I was thinking, like, if I share all these, would anyone try to fit them in a proper cover? I didn't want... My god, how am I gonna do this? I needed that test to... Oof, yeah. I didn't want what I saw as my punishment for other when I played with... around with to be carried over to you. Oh my god, I hate this. That's... I don't know how you would. Oof. I'm still shocked myself. My mother has diabetes and then I passed out and it's like, ugh. See, White thinks a lot and thinks of all the possibilities, but he didn't think of this. When it's like so... glaring. White probably, when he opened the paper, the envelope, found his name, White, and Jad's name. Ugh. This page is crazy to me because it genuinely took me until Black said lose him to the sickness that I understood what Jad was talking. Really? Yeah, I want to know about that actually. I was wondering. How many people got it instantly, if anybody got it instantly? Confused about what Jad's saying or confused about the homework? My first cover prediction masterpiece is finished. I have things to check on the Discord. I feel like I'm gonna go check and I'll find a PNG of an ice cream. And that's about it. Confused about the homework, okay. Because Jad kept making excuses with Ia, everything he said about his own sickness and parents just felt like more stories he's trying to tell, and I didn't. I see. I can't be this predictable. You said it. It's not about being predictable, Sleepy. You said it. The cover is just a PNG of a ice cream. Come on, I'm not really that smart to just predict someone's. See, there was a hidden bubble here when I opened the panel now. In this panel. There was a dad. But silence is better. We like silence. Especially here. After this shock and this eye. He's probably hating himself here. For being stupid or something. Silence worked, yeah. Something else I thought of here. But that is like, I keep saying this is premature, this premature, that, but that, like, something crossed my mind here. And it's like, oh no, this is the most premature of all premature things I've thought about. And let me just, give me a minute to think about if I can say it or not, because I'll definitely use it in the future. So it's the case of, do I want to give it away for 15 people? For the fun of it? And forget about it later? Or do I want to be responsible and not really put it out here? You know what's funny? I think it's premature, but you know what's funny? Now that I said this here. What did I say? I said White probably hates himself. We talked about him thinking he's stupid or something. Wait, let me read. Suddenly chat. I meant the read chapter 77 homework. What did I miss from the... Oh! Okay, I thought actual homework. I doubted that was it, because why would Jad mention the disease and it's passing out now? And I was sure that the page, in that page with black. Okay, I see. I want to deep dive about what White thinks on himself. It just hit me the other day that the first thing he thought of when... Brace yourself for this, because it's gonna hurt, okay? Because it just passed by my brain the other day and I was so much in pain. But let me catch up to chat before we all feel the pain together. That moment, so you want a deep dive about what White thinks on himself? Oh my god, it's not too deep, but it's heavy. So it goes deep. Out of weight. Physics. The moment when you lash out for the wrong reason and you realize you've been wrong is, oh my god, yes, this is it. And it's so bad for a person who never accepted his emotions. Oh my god, I hate it. Hence why I'm glad Jad didn't brush off his apology. I see. That's interesting. Thank you, Elma. See how White is hold the letter close to his face. That's how I read letters. we didn't talk about it on the Discord? Maybe if Blue checks chapter 77 or something. Or Elma, you found the answer yourself later on. I'll probably talk about it in the discussion stream. I thought the same D, but there was Grey is homework. Yeah, I forgot about the Grey is homework. While checking, holding the paper, I'm gonna mentally prepare myself. Okay, so it hit me while I was doing the proofreading. When White in chapter 74 realized that he was stupid. It's like, I was so stupid. And then it hit me again that his mother, the word she used is stupid. And I'm like, hold on. Hold the frick on. I mean, thankfully, we're very thankful that White gives no importance to Iya, because, oh my god, if he is one of these characters that, like Black, for example, when he realizes that he beat Tai, you can imagine him easily thinking, like he actually thought of Yildar and thought what was the use of 10 years of abuse, and like he talks to Yildar. And I'm like, what if, like, thankfully that White isn't that kind of person who gives Iya any importance or talk to her, but imagine him thinking like, oh yeah, she was right all along. Something like that. It just hit me and I was really upset. Like, why did I use the word stupid of all the words? Like, it could be, oh, why am I so dumb? Like, no. And now every time White feels stupid or feels like he got things wrong, like here, I just think of Iya and I hate it. I hate it. I could have survived so well without this, but I mean, I got it, and you have to get it with me since you're passionate about greyis and White, and I can't live with this existential pain alone. Realizing she was right. Oh. Just stop? Sorry, and I'll stop. It's not something that I actually cooked. It's something that was served to me while I was doing dishes or something. I was proofreading, I said, but... Don't stop. Hey, realizing she was right, so he left. If you freeze my heart enough, maybe it'll become its own kind of... Sleepy, enough with the ice cream. Also, sorry for saying shut up on Discord. I felt so bad about it. I know it's a joke, I know you get it's a joke, but I just feel so bad about saying shut up to anyone. I'm looking at Jevi pics for comfort. Where is he? Did you see the cutest picture of him when the vet was trimming his nails? So our King Jevi is... he's getting old. He's 5 years old and he's getting old already? He might have kidney problems, we'll see about that. Now he's gonna take a course of antibiotics and then some supplements, maybe he'll be better. I loved when he thought he is stupid while talking with Black, but now... No, please, don't... No, please. don't change it. It's just a passing thing. It's not something I cooked. It's not something I planned. So just take it for this stream and then forget about it. And because it is really a big, good moment for White, for him to realize that he's stupid. For real. It's a good moment for him to be humbled like that. But I was shocked that of all words, I went with stupid. Because I was thinking about this earlier when Ilma shared the White and Yeldar parallels on chapter 67 and a half. And I was thinking like, yeah, it's a thing. Like, I'm a writer. I'm writing all these characters. So things are going to be repetitive. Like, I would use the same greeting and stuff like that because it's my writing voice. But then I thought, like, would I write Black saying, hey, you? No, maybe if he's angry with White and White comes to visit, he'd be like, hey, you. Daniel wouldn't say, hey, you. Jad wouldn't say, hey, you. So, no, actually, there is a conscious decision to a certain level. Even if I didn't think about it, there is a certain characterization that I choose with words. So it was very fascinating that I used the word stupid. Like, White used the word stupid when he realized that he was understanding things wrong. Okay, ready. I'm gonna pull a Jad. D, I forgive you. But I'm not that logical. I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't have made it if you said that you were never angry with me to begin with. Come on. I can just stop reading greyis if I want to stop the pain. Yeah, still, but don't ruin, don't taint that moment. She really did made me laugh so hard. That shut up was priceless. I mean, Sleepy was saying that they're stupid when White is in the picture. No, sorry. I hope Jevi gets to be alright health-wise. I sure hope so myself. I kind of expected it when I had to build that ramp for him to go up to the couch. I was already like, boy is getting old. I was never angry at White. This music is kind of fitting to Jad's monologue. He's becoming a wise wizard. Yep. I'm not very good at this role. Give it up then. Sit in front of the window. Yeah, or a farm in front of a window. Who misses Parrot? White's crumbling the paper. White is taking care of this memory. On the spot. But the only stupid when White's in the picture. The last group of readers who were like regularly talking and chatting and discussing hated Parrot. Parrot was so hated. I don't like him that much myself, but I never asked, how do you all feel? He's just some guy. Yeah. But he's very, like, his face is very punishable. When you first showed the car teaser, I thought it was him driving for a second, and I can't explain why. The car teaser? Oh! The car teaser. Maybe if you live in country that has the steering wheel to the right. We thought of White after this talk. What about Jad? Would he call someone or just as his son sit alone and think or something? That's a good... Oh, wow. Maybe he'd call the doctor. I did it. Happy now? Maybe. NPC? He is an NPC, isn't he? I can make dad jokes. I love dad jokes. I don't know what's with all the hate for dad jokes. I love them personally. But I don't think that comes as a surprise to anyone. That's all I do in the writing. Okay, this... I hope to finish this formatting. I'm starting to get sleepy. Okay, merge selected. I was never angry at White. No, wait. Oh no. Okay, turn this off. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot for gifting a sub to Tam, Onion. I really appreciate it. Why don't ice creams ever argue? They don't want things to get rocky road. It literally is. Maybe it's because I work at a hospital and my roommate is studying to be a nurse, so I see social workers a lot. They're just some guys. Do you crave ice cream now that you're sleepy? No, why would I? Sleepy. Oh. Ah. Good one. If you ever seen one of those Halloween costume memes where the bags and said some random guy and the picture of the costumes is some man wearing casual clothing? Yes, that's Parrot. Oh my god, Parrot. Oh, it's an ongoing thing. Parrot is the joke. I was never angry at White. The one at wrong here. The sleepy is Jad. I don't know what's happening to... I'm lost now. Where do I end and the silliness begins? This chat does... Miss Silly. This track is so good, man. Oh, that's not Jad saying it. Look, it should be Jad. Even my mistake says no. Never mind. I'm not angry. Did he say anything here? Merge selected in this panel. Okay, maybe I can. No, never mind. You know what? This could be. This could go like this. Wait, like this. And then like this, and then rotate. The title, that one is from Nier Automata. I don't know, maybe something that has with machinery, maybe. But it's like the first or second track. Sleepy D, Reader D, Evil D, Happy D, Daniel D, White D, Black D, Jevi D, Sia D. It's just Reader D. I agree to Reader D. You know what? I don't agree to any of these because they all have capital D's. I'm a small D. D, when you said doctor, I get you meant Danny, but this makes me think his leg pain was severe, so he called his. Oh no, I didn't think about it actually. How Jad is going to deal with this, but I did. I didn't mean Danny, like calling Danny. Like there, I've done it. I've talked with White. What do you want from me now? This is of course a joke. Definitely not writer D talking here. I didn't tell them. I'll look. I'll send you a link for it or the title in English after the stream on Discord. Yes, look at it. Look, it's way better. The lowercase d is way better than. And then I will take Reader D. I don't know. Am I evil? I'd rather say Writer D than Evil D. It just comes with the territory, I guess. Comes with the job. Capital D is too Danny coded. Yes, yes. I agree. I love this track. Danny would be happy to drink the tea. Danny would be happy to drink the tea from his precious nephew. Again, I haven't thought of this, so I'm just entertaining ideas, but it kind of hit me like if Jad calls Daniel, he wouldn't answer. It's late. Probably his favorite soap opera is airing or something. It's not that late, by the way. I imagine at 10 p.m. maybe? Around that time. It's still in February. So it's still that the sun sets early. Evil D is for us to emotionally blame someone beside White or Iya or Noir. You know what? That is a thing in the story that Black and White has to talk about at some point. Like, we're just angry about things that happened to us and we're just throwing the blame at someone. Like, we needed someone to throw the blame at. Even though they don't throw blame the way, for example, Ildar does. But, like, sometimes, you know, when it's easy for White to just be angry at Jad without any reasons, like forget the envelope, without any reasons, it's just because like you did some wrong things. Or Black to be angry at Noir because he wasn't there. Hey Sha, welcome. Ooh, D? That's a terrible D. We don't talk about. Or Circle D. Is plane in the cover? Plane? No. No planes. White looks comfortable here, doesn't he? Is there a title on the cover? There's a title on the cover. I'll always blame Noir if needed, not Devil. I'm happy about Devil just because it's like Jevil. We make a good pair. There are these things. Do I need to put them there? I don't think I need to put them there. They work best in pages. Also, I need to finish formatting. That's the thing. Okay. This. God. Hey Shadden, welcome. Sometimes you gotta be angry at your mom for being an extension of your existence. That's just life, yeah. There's this part in the song. You hit the car and you blame the road, and it always makes me think of a certain character in greyis. This track, I drew the best illustration while listening to this track. When it's out, I'll tell you which one is it. Which one it is. Caution tape in the cover? No. That's a good idea though. Is there paper or crumpled paper with caps in the cover? There are crumpled papers, and there are papers, lots of papers. Stacks of papers? Folded papers? Torn papers? Torn and taped papers? Papers with a clip, with a paper clip? I mean, this logic that Jad... I wrote this a long time ago, and I was so proud and happy, and like Jad wins here, man. People are gonna just appreciate Jad so much for what he did here about the forgiveness. When I wrote it, I didn't have the context, honestly. I just wrote that this moment is gonna happen. So for it to fall right after everything that he said about his past, a lot of irony. hammer. I really wanted to put a hammer, but I didn't want people to read chapter 76 and keep the hammer in mind because it appeared in the cover, so I didn't put it there. Clippings, just a paper clip. It's a hint for the clipping panel for sure, but I didn't want it to be way too clear. White probably is just really super tired, that he's not even internalizing what's happening. Dude. This arc really did a number on him. Ah, no. So now we move this to the side, to the side. Ah. For a person that he took. Okay. Someone called me. We are talking about things that happened. Just that there's a paper clip on the cover. Honestly, I really appreciate you all being here. It's been too long. How long have we been? Almost 3 hours. Okay. Where is this? Okay, this is what I want. You are not a burden. Oh, white. Oh, white boy. Never long enough, thank you. It's calming though. Glad to hear that. No, that Saturday I'm sleepy is busy. I'm happy to see you back here. And yeah, Saturday has become really... don't come near it in my family. Never mind, this doesn't work like this. Let's do it like this. My god. This formatting just once, Jad to say all the lines that White is saying. It's a reader. Oh, you're my father. I guess White is happy about this. Oh, thank you, everyone. It really is wild to me sometimes that you enjoy all these streams. They're really fun to me, and I really appreciate the company while I do this daunting task. So thank you. Oh no. Please, Phil. Oh my god, I love myself sometimes. Look at that. Okay. This out. Where's the third? There it is. Oh no. It's better than me being the better person who was never. A few people have a talk about this, chat. have opinions. Some of the readers have opinions about you being the better person. He wouldn't feel the love had I told him I was never angry. I guess that's the problem. But okay. I can't imagine what's gonna happen in the next update. You know, by the way, I'm going to split the notification, the announcement, and the stream notifications back to different channels. Because I needed to check what I said about the next update, because I did share a schedule for December, mentioning a comment about each Saturday, and the next update is I was going to check that out, and like I had to scroll through a lot of stream notifications, so I think it's better for them to be split into two channels. That said, the next update, I wrote, I think, short and the white crying emoji. Oh, it doesn't work like this. We still have... Do you know how many pages we still have in this chapter? Do you want to know, I mean? Let's see. What page number are we at right now? Sometimes in my head I imagine Black saying I love you to White as much as possible, like exposure therapy, until he's... Oh. I'm guessing 7. We are 26. My mouse froze. My mouse doesn't want to help. It froze. There. So we are 26. This month is gonna be full of all kinds of tears. Next update is gonna be a good one. Rode off a steep road on a bike during a convo, and now he drove a car. Hopefully he'll drive back safely. Like 56? Listen, including including the volume 11 prologue and the extras. It's not 56. But there are 21 pages till the end of the book. Till the end of the chapter is... Till the end of the chapter, it's 16 pages? Who said 16? I think 16. I can't math now. I really need to finish the formatting. I can't math. Does Jad forgive himself? Did I miss something? Good one. Good one. Score. I hope White does come back to black in one piece with no new injuries. Oh, that's the thing with White now, isn't it? Jad command would go like, Jad, I forgive you. What? It's weird, Jad, I forgive you. Oof, yeah. Let's see. It's better than me being the better person. He wouldn't feel... So can I share a small thing? But don't take it out of, like, don't blow it out of proportion. It could be nothing, or it could be like, because it could be explained in a too much way, but we don't want that too much. It's just like a thing that will probably be tackled in the future. We're all looking at Daniel, maybe. You love smart things like black? Good one. Love it. Where is it? Is that... Do you see what I see in this panel? Up close? I will blow it out to... Okay, let's move on. Might have well have both of them have a punching bag if they're about to use it. No punching bags, we love fights. This is what we were looking at, Ilma. This panel. That's it. Let's finish this formatting. Don't blow it out of proportion, please. It's just a small thing that might be revisited in the future. Thank you. Oh no, I'm gonna turn off the text and you're gonna find out that I was too lazy to draw White and shadow. So I just placed the box on top of it because I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this hug, man. Such an artist mood. And it's like, it looks so intentional. This is why I'm always afraid with like, oh, this is intentional. D thinks everything through. And like, sometimes I'm just lazy, dude. This happened with proofreading. Oslin was saying, so she was checking the fourth art book. And she's like, is the text meant to be doubled here? I'm like, no, but will I change it though? Because sometimes I just leave mistakes out of laziness. Like, what the hell? Just leave them. White hits the punching bag, not him. To be one only on Tuesday. Last couldn't be blown out of proportion. It's a fragile crap. It is. Where did they go? They went to eat. See, it will look so deep. The black box where they have to be. Oh, what does she mean? Nothing. She's just lazy. It's just laziness. I'm gonna show you just now. We're gonna flip the page and I'm gonna show you another case of this laziness. The clever ways of professional artists. That's what my father would say. I remember, may he rest in peace. I remember once I drew this picture of a girl sitting and there is a pigeon flying next to her and there's a ribbon covering the pigeon's legs. And my father is like, oh, she's carrying ribbons? And I'm like, I didn't know how to draw because we didn't have phones or internet or anything. So I couldn't picture how the pigeon's legs are gonna be in this angle. So I just put the ribbon there and like, oh, the clever ways of a professional artist. I was like 15 or something. The curtains are just blue in this one. Curtains? Curtains are just blue? What? Speaking of curtains, I was thinking today also while I don't understand what blue curtains. Pointing out your laziness in a panel and selecting to be a teaser. It's like a saying that's like, there is no deeper... I lost you all. What? Is there a saying about blue curtains? First, blue curtains don't look good. Or I'm just thinking of theater curtains. And theater curtains don't really look good in blue. They just have to be red. I mean, I don't think doubling this is good. I'll just flip it. And then we flip this. And we fill these. I'm sleepy. Okay, so the curtains are just blue is like saying there's no deeper meaning to this. It's just... It just is what... So it's a saying? It's like an idiom? It's a common joke online? Oh my god. Not totally a meme, but in media literacy, there was someone who complained about studying symbolism by saying, what if the curtains are just blue? And on one side, people got really mad because that's not the point of the media literacy. And on the other hand, it's also funny when something really is utterly unintentional. Is it Schrodinger's cat again? Which I don't understand, by the way. I think the context is that when a literary text says there's a blue curtain, it has another meaning to it, but sometimes the author just wanted a blue curtain and didn't use... Oh! Yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it. That's exactly how... Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all three explanations. It makes more sense now. I understand it. Yeah, sometimes it's just laziness. In my case, it's always laziness. Everything, in my case, everything is intentional until I am just lazy. Listen, every explanation added a piece that worked in my brain, because my brain doesn't really understand things. The more the better, I guess. That's the difference between white and black. Now, we all agree that what you're saying is correct. Now, I'm just in a dissing Jad mood because I'm sleepy. I don't know what's the relation there, but okay. Like, okay, there is a difference between black and white. Yes, for sure. Black doesn't have a narrative, white has a narrative, but that narrative you created. The deep dive of random internet knowledge. Yeah, I was in a stream the other day of an artist, and they were talking about these things, and one of the chatters said that Unk isn't like for uncle, it's for uncool, and everybody believed it, and in the end it was just a joke. But they came up with so many words that I didn't know exist in the current internet landscape. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, it is uncle. But one of the chatters were like proving a point that like you can say that it's this other thing and everybody's gonna believe it and run with it. It's like, what were they talking about? Like, wait. If I remember it, I sent it on Discord, but there was this thing that everyone uses. And someone said that, no, it actually means this. And everybody, including the streamer, were shocked. And then the streamer looked it up and she found out, or like she showed us that it actually started meaning that way and then it changed. Slang, man. That's the difference between white and black. Gaslighting to the max. Black is keeping him up because he sleeps early. He's keeping himself up by eating. And eating. And white is just driving. Three-hour mark in the stream. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thanks a lot for coming, Psycho. I really appreciate it, and yeah, it was so long. I really appreciate you staying here and all the fun chat. Words that I feel are often misused. I need to remember that one because that one blew me away. See, this is another case of me being lazy. I was checking this stream and I'm like, what is this part? What is this? It looks like I had some plants here and I deleted some, but not the rest. And then I was like, yeah, you can stay. You saw that? The eye of an artist, I guess. Okay, let's save this. Number 4. Merge selected. Let's try if it fits without any. I have the envelopes on their own. Wait. Black and white on their own. They look good like that. How am I gonna do this? The height difference? We love that, don't we? How am I gonna do this? Because, White looks really cute in the outfit, and it feels like such a random thought. Thank you. I love random thoughts like that. Okay, I'll have to duplicate the envelope. Make one for... Or maybe let's see. Does this work? It looks like about White leaving and the letter he wrote in volume 2 in Black's hand, and not about the DNA envelope without the background. Oh! Without the background, I can see it. Interesting. I love drawing characters in light grey like this. Very effective in delivering something. So, what about it? What about the green? I still am wondering about. So, someone said it looks like he's calling some... Oh, because of the beeps, right? Because I was wondering, like, did he have his arm up or something? The green from this poem, we don't know what to do with it. I'm asking because, like, genuinely, was there a mention of green before or something? Because I would be shocked, honestly. Or is it just like we don't understand it, so... Let me end meme. A dedication, a title, a classification? Oh, I get it. Okay. But it's quite a good poem, isn't it? I feared the truth, trusted anger over your quiet intent, born from care. Oh, now I get why you said care. I forgot this poem. I forgot the poem because, of course, I forgot the poem. I feared the truth, trusted anger over your quiet intent, born from care. My mind wrote the ending, a question of blood, a denial. I only remember a denial of me because I kind of liked that. I believed what hurt over what was real. This works like a bumper sticker or something. I believed what hurt over what was real. Sounds like something I would put on my MSN status back in the 90s. Let an unsealed envelope speak before you could. You didn't. No, but you didn't let the unsealed envelope speak before you could. You didn't ask the question, and he didn't answer on his own. White, please. White, please. Okay, we need to save and... I didn't watch that one, The Little Mermaid 2. I don't think I watched Little Mermaid 1, now that I think about it. So before this is number 5. Oh my god, we're gonna be... This we posted, right? Did we post this? Where did the last Webtoon end? Oh, thank you. It was all because you were here, making it easier. For real. Chapter 79, part 3. Where did it end? It ended with the disgust. It ended with the divorce paper. Okay. Then, what we have to do, or what we should have done is... God. Where is your divorce paper, sir? Where is the divorce paper, sir? There. We should delete all these. Oh man. Move these up. Make sure everything works. The second is just fine, but there's a line where the mom is like, the sea had all the answers and you never thought of asking. Ah, that's powerful. What jump scare? Oh! Sleepy? Did you... I don't know, why don't I get notification for these? Thanks for the 5 community subs. We're listening. That was the right thing to do. Remember, Jad and White had a talk about the right thing. Okay, so this all the way here. Oh. Oh no. Let's turn this off just a sec. This become very complicated. Now this we take all the way here and we scroll this down. My god. Okay, now I think we have, right? Okay, so this and this. It's too hard, man. Batch export. Okay, properly. For real, Sleepy, thank you so much. This is too much. And I really, really appreciate it. If I had something super awesome and cool to say, I would do that right now. So imagine that I said something awesome and cool. I'm blown away. You are so cool and awesome. Seriously, you really don't have to, but I really appreciate that you support the channel. And I hope we get more streams and more viewers and more frequent, maybe a schedule, hopefully. Dashboard. That I'm gonna be uploading. Hopefully I don't need to compress. So I'll just upload and then I will end this stream. Let's see. So this is, oh, I didn't create, oof, what are we gonna put for, what are we gonna put for the display picture? The DP. Put the picture with broken white silhouette. Oof. What a choice. What a choice. Let's see. Open. Art. Volume 10. Chapter 79. Webtoon. Now, can somebody explain to me why? Why? Don't we want Jad on the cover? We didn't have Jad. Like previously we had this one. Do we want the silhouette? Let's see. The silhouette is kind of portrait mode. Let's see. Like this. What do you think? It does leave a print? Okay, let's stick with it then. But yeah, can somebody explain to me a curious thing? Why did I forget? It's unbelievable that I forgot what I want to ask. What did I want to ask? Okay, submit. No, not yet. 5, we need more. Webtoon are with us in this. Let them be afraid. I stole Black's memory. Looks like it. What did I want? I wanted to ask something. Like it was. It was something like, what is it with me and I don't remember now. What is it with me and what? Okay, let's hit it. Publish immediately. Disable comments? No, we're never doing that. I live off comments. Come on. There will definitely be no teasers. I'm gonna leave you wondering, where are we heading in next? I really appreciate 3 hours and a half. Thank you so much for being here throughout. This has been a big update. I love the discussions. Thank you for discussion on Discord, the discussions here. And hopefully we get to talk more next Saturday. I'm wandering in a beautiful forest on looking city. City of memories. Ah, White. Where is he now? Like, what do you think his mindset is? After that talk, after all that. Where is his mind? Where are his emotions? I mentioned a lot of things. I'm gonna be sharing them or answering them on Discord. So please, if I don't remember any of it, and I promised you to send you something, let me know. I just remember Tam's near track. Whisperville. I think his brain is empty. The well that truly happened. I don't know where mine are. What is exploring the universe? And a tinge of self-hatred and a tinge of, oh my god, I really am his son and he really wants me. He put his hand on my face. Oh, my heart. Well, if you have any more thoughts on today's update, you know where to find me. I'm on the Discord 24/7. And see you next week. Thank you so much again. Have a great Saturday. Oh, yes, the discussion. I'll link to the discussion for you, Sleepy. Goodbye.